Franchón.
Yep.
Oh, there she is. Welcome, champ.
I didn't know which account it was. I'm like, yo, she got 2 accounts. I don't know which one it is.
Yeah, I'm trying. Hold on. I'm not the best with this. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
It's all good. You'll
Just
get
pull
it.
back a little bit, and you'll be in frame perfectly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I had to hurry home so I can get on with you guys.
Oh, we know we appreciate
Oh,
you.
we appreciate that very much. Definitely.
So, how are you? Good morning.
I am great. I'm alive. I've just been ripping and running, just making some changes in my life. And so that's it. It's good changes, though.
Let me just say, your eyewear is to the gods. You always got
just amazing.
Listen, I need to get like an endorsement. I need to come
do.
out my own
Word, for real.
Thank you.
Style
for real. Yo, but we're here with Franchón Crews-Dezurn, who is not fresh off, but I guess fresh in 2020 because we haven't been having any fights, off the Alejandra Jimenez fight, which everybody knows was just an incredible bout. You did your thing. Unfortunately, you know, we got news afterwards that kind of soured it, but it didn't sour it in the sense of what you achieved in that fight. And what you achieved is the respect of so many fight fans who knew how tough you were and who had never heard of you before. And now they're both sharing the idea that just an amazing talent. And we also have you back for the first time since the news came back that the decision, it was in your favor. And so congratulations for that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you guys for your support too. Just advocating for boxing, women's boxing, and just, you know, getting the right story out, you know?
No, definitely.
Of course.
It was unjust what took place, and we were glad that boxing finally got it right with your situation where they normally don't.
And for those listening for the first time, what we're talking about is the last opponent that Franchón faced off of against was Jimenez, who ended up popping for 2 substances, if I'm not mistaken, two separate times within that time span. And the WBC sat on their hands for a while and, you know, failed to pull the trigger, but eventually did the right thing. So we do have to give him a little bit of credit for that. It would have been nice if it came a little sooner, but you know, we won't hate right now. We just show love.
Order.
That's right.
Whatever's meant to be is going to be. I just do what I do, and that's all that matters.
Man, you the champ.
So, Diva, before we get into boxing, anything outside of the sport you working on? Book deals, movies, runway? Because you always doing modeling, I see. Like, you got a clothing line or something?
Yeah, the Dazn. It's my boxing apparel, but I'm getting into, like, traditional fashion. I'm actually in the process of moving, so my life has been hectic, trying to get that together. School,
Can I
and
ask,
back to training because
can I ask, are you staying in your area or are you moving to a new state?
No, I'm staying in Maryland, just, you know, leveling up and just making more, you know, plans for the future, just trying to do right by everything. But yeah, I'm just getting ready to get back into the swing of things, finishing up my documentary talking about the situation that happened in January with my last fight, and just revamping everything, my clothing line. Quarantine's been an opportunity to just do a lot of self-reflecting and just, you know, refocus, because it was detrimental because people didn't know if they were fighting again or not, you know? So this was definitely a telling time for the strong who's going to survive, because if you ain't try to stay focused or try to keep your stuff together, you definitely was going to fall off. So, yeah.
Do you have like an official synopsis for your documentary that is going to be going on IMBD, or, you know, whatever short snippet you can give that's already going to be released?
So it's Rise of the Black Phoenix. I had dropped
that's a dope.
I got the chills on that when you said that.
Yo, for real.
I was like, wow. Short trailer. This is self-produced, self-funded by me and my videographer who came out with me, Chastity Corset. So yes, I do try to get, you know, women, Black women, and just women, period, you know, who may not get opportunities to work on big stages. So I dropped this snippet. I think I'm gonna drop it again on my page to reintroduce to a lot of people, and I'll have that lead it into my next fight.
And Franchón, I know you're in that DMV area, being as though that you're a fighter, you went to the Olympics and all that stuff. Is there any Nazeem Richardson story, being as though he passed away? I had the opportunity of meeting him and just, being able to soak in a lot of his knowledge from an interview standpoint. But have you been able to talk to him? Did you ever work with him? And anything you can let us know, any good, great moments that you may have that you remember, that teacher by?
Yeah, well, first of all, peace and love to his family on his journey. And just, I know what it's like to lose somebody. And even in the boxing world, when we lose somebody, it's like we're all losing that person. I'm old school, so I definitely ran into him and got to talk to him and deal with him through the amateur program. He had a son, Bear Richardson, and also his other sons, Rock Allen. I forgot his other son, but I dealt with him in the amateur program, and he was a big
Isn't the other one
personality.
Damien?
Huh?
Isn't the other one Damon or Damien?
No,
Rock and Damien, no? Or Damani?
No. His son, he had Bear Richardson and Rock and they came before. They were like in the Andre Ward era. So
Yeah, I remember him from 24/7.
Yeah, and then he used to like work with Carl Dargan, like when they went to the national tournaments, he was there. So, I've been around all these guys, and just for me, I had a big mouth because I was a singer, I was a big personality, and I always threw that right hand, my overhand right. So, being a winner, he showed love because when the East Coast fought, like in the different regions, they were Philly and us used to link up too. So he was always positive and would give his his critique about me and my style, but always showed love and just, to keep pushing forward. And also, dealing with Bernard Hopkins, and he gets to tell me his stories about, his experience with him. And it was just like, dang, like they were in the trenches, and just to get that kind of perception from someone else who's well respected in the sport, it shows the impact that he left.
Definitely. So, I want to ask, I guess, about what do you think should be next for you now? Because I'm sure you should have a voluntary, because Jimenez was your mandatory. So do you have a voluntary situation where you can decide what you want to do, or are you already being told what needs to be done?
You know what? It's always, I don't know. No, well, this next fight is about me. Like the rest of my career is going to be about me and what I want to do, because I've bitten a bullet for people, bitten it for myself. Like, my first fight, I knew what it was when I stepped into my first fight. And, even my last couple of fights with my promotional company, I had to, do what I had to do. So now my next fight most likely is a voluntary defense or maybe a tune-up, whatever. I'm just at a point, especially going through what I went through, I don't give a fuck. Like, it is what it is. So whoever step in my way, they're gonna get run over, like, period.
Now, let me ask you, and this isn't to create any animosity or anything like that, because, I feel like you're a friend of the show, and I feel like we all want, just the best for you moving forward. And I'm glad you have that mentality that this is now your time, because you have bit the bullet and they have asked you to bend over backwards. And so I guess the thing that I'm curious about is that, do you think moving forward, Golden Boy can achieve that for you? Or do you think that at some point you're going to have to take matters into your own hands?
Well, I've been taking matters. Like, at the end of the day,
Awesome.
I could have said no to the fight, but I knew that I worked hard for my titles. And I know that I'm not going to let anybody take shit from me. And it was going to come around. Like, I already knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? And I had a point to prove. And, but now I think I've proven my point.
I think you have too.
More than once. And you know how you can see the situation with like Ryan Garcia and Virgil Ortiz. Like, you don't have to, I'm not complaining about stuff. I'm out there doing my job. So now when I want to complain about money or I want to complain about certain things, I think I'm well within my right to do so.
Definitely.
And it shows that I'm a good investment. I'm not a liability. So I think things are going to be really, positive, even more positive moving forward.
Good. And here's the other part, though. You know, you can take that ball in your court, but please believe on this show you have allies that will, stand up for situations if they occur. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Thank
get what
you.
I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
I got you, boo. We right here.
Miss Dazn, what year were you an Olympian? Was it just once, or were you in multiple?
No, I was an Olympic alternate. Clarissa won the Olympic. I'm a world medalist though, so I'm a 2-time world medalist. If my weight class was in the Olympics, because it's only 3, I would have got Olympic medals. But I was an alternate.
But I mean, like, what time frames? 2008, 2012. Which years were you the alternate? I'm just trying to kind of
2006, 2012, and 2000. What was the next one?
16.
Okay.
I've been on the Team USA from 05 to 08.
Nah,
and I came back.
I'm just trying to take you down this road. I'm a little bit messy. I'm the Howard Stern of the show, so I'm a little messy. I was trying to take you down this road. Hopefully, I had my fingers crossed, hoping that you were around the Olympians in 2008 when Gary Russell.
Yeah. Oh, I know
you see,
all that tea, but
exactly. It's a lot of stuff going on right now, and I'm like, wait a minute, wasn't she over there too?
What?
So I'm just saying,
Ness got his cup out.
I just want to know who's lying. I want to know who's lying. I need to know.
Look, I need my teacup.
Who's telling the truth? Is Bud telling the truth? Did he get sent because he was about to put hands on Gary, or is Gary telling the truth? Did he punch Bud and Bud just held his face? Like, who's telling the truth? Because they both my guys. Like, I do shows all the time for Gary because he calls everyone out. I just want someone to fight him.
I know. I feel so. So me and him turn open together. Me and Daniel Jacobs turn open together. It was a lot of us. Like, I've been around that whole squad. Seen him come, seen him go. And yeah, Terrence was right about, like, Gary was that guy. Like, what? Gary Russell Jr. was a phenom. There was a punch thrown. It was a lot of stuff going on, but the fact remained he did get punched. Gary did pluck Terrence Crawford.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to if people jumped in, I don't know. I'm not going. Don't take my word for it, but he did get punched in his mouth by Gary Russell.
So wait, by you saying don't take your word for if people jumped in, you're talking about like when Bud says people were holding him back, and Gary is saying no one held you back.
Like, yeah, I would. Okay, I'm trying to remember if I was in that camp. I got to look at pictures because if I'm correct, I think that was 2007. I have to look at my pictures and realize because it was camps when we were in there. I done seen a lot of stuff. Like, I know Mark Davis. I done seen a lot of stuff. And I really have to, like, get my dates together because y'all published this and they like, hold up, you weren't even there. But trust me.
Nah. Listen, we don't want you to say anything you don't know. But I guess we can talk about what Barry told us. We had Barry on Tuesday
2 days
morning.
ago.
My coach?
Yes.
Okay.
We had Barry on Tuesday because we were just blown away with his performance with Isaac Dogbe. He looks like a brand new fighter. And we wanted to talk to him, obviously, because of that. And then he just said, boom, Shadasia's fighting, Franchón Crews. And I'm like, what? Because I know Shadasia, like, she trains in the gym. I'm like, wait, that's breaking news to us. But I think it's too soon. So BoxRec does have her scheduled to face some girl that you faced already named Kayla. What's the last name?
Williams.
And we just want to know,
September 11th.
Could you tell us anything about Kayla? Because on BoxRec, we're looking at Kayla as an 0-5. And I'm like, okay, well, Shadasia's saying she wants one fight at least before Franchón. But what does she gain from an 0-5 fighter? But maybe you can say, no, don't go off of BoxRec. That girl is tough. I've been in there with her, and we just want to know more info.
So, yeah, Kayla, I give her a lot of respect. I feel like, you have those fighters who always get the crappy end of the stick. Even though it's a dangerous record, I think her last fight, not the one that she just had, but the last fight with the Mexican woman.
Yeah, Iraís.
Huh?
With Hernandez?
Iraís Hernandez, the tough girl.
Yes, the one that
her. Kayla is like her because how you say Ida?
Iraís.
Iraís.
Mm-hmm.
you look at her fights. Remember, she got a draw with Jimenez. Okay.
She fought Jimenez twice.
She fought her twice,
and did not get
The
stopped.
first time she got a draw. So when you telling me draws like that, and you know she's 35 plus, you know she's short and stout, but she tough. When she went overseas and fought for a title, she got a draw. So you telling me every time she getting draws, and because she's not all fancy and stuff, that's the fighter you gonna look out for, whether she has a losing record. And I saw the fight with the what's her name, Shadasia, and Idais. I saw the fight. It wasn't easy.
Nah, I was there. It wasn't. I was there. Hey, listen. I was Cruz. I was Dazn. I was on the outside, like, let your hands go, cause like I'm from her gym, so I'm like, Shadasia, you gotta let your hands go more. And that's what I'm saying. I don't want to see y'all fight yet. It's too soon, in my opinion.
Let me probably indulge in what Barry was saying. He's probably said we're not fighting next. From my understanding, I haven't said yes. Golden Boy hasn't presented me. That's not a fight I'm interested in because, like you said, I believe that person needs more time. She just, what did she want? You posted that she won a WBC eliminator or something.
Yeah.
So she's definitely making her way up the ranks to see me. But you know, I keep my ear to the street. I focus ahead, and I got people keep their ear to the street. And Kayla is not a pushover. She was my Golden Boy debut, and I had to cut a lot of weight because I signed a contract and had to fight the next week. So I had to cut weight. It was rough, but she was tough.
Wow.
Honestly, if the ref didn't step in, she would have been fighting the whole night. So.
So that's exactly what we were saying. We didn't know, but I was like, I can't wait to get her on to ask her because maybe this girl could give Shadasia the rounds that she needs, you know, because she went rounds with Hernandez, the same girl that you're talking about. But it's like you said, since then, I would love to see her fight someone again like Hernandez, if not Hernandez again, and do way better. Let your hands go more and be a little more dominant because she was laying on the ropes. She was looking for counters.
The thing is, like the old fighters you were talking about, the 08 clique, that's the clique I came out of, 05, 08, and all the way up into the pros. I've had to get it the hard way. Like everything I've been through, it boosts my confidence even more. And now, like you said, being dominant, that's something I'm going to try to do. I'm going to be regardless. Like, you're going to have to kill me before it's over. And it's a lot of people are in boxing for the wrong things. And if you went just to get famous and get cute and sick, that's not the right reason. But if you get in the ring with me, you have to bring a lunch because it's going to be a long night.
You say you got to bring your lunch? That was beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm taking my husband lunch and dinner. He tell it like it is.
That's what's up. So let me ask you, Franchón, where do you want to go next? And I mean, you can answer it in terms of next fight if you can, but I mean, like, where's that next, like, you know, dot on the timeline? You know, that one where you're looking back at your career and you're like, you know, that was a big moment. Like, where is that goalpost right now?
Well, I definitely want to get a fight. Like, honestly, I haven't had a chance to be in the best shape except once. Like, honestly, people saying, like, my last fight, you were tired of this. First of all, I got hit with a good shot. And if I wasn't in some kind of shape, I wouldn't have caught a second win. I wouldn't have been.
Definitely.
Anything. But now I'm getting to a point in my career where I have the resources, I have the time, and I can do what I need to do. What I would love to do is have a fight, reintroduce myself back into the ring. And then my next fight, you know, let's go for the unification. Let's go for some bigger names. Like, I see a lot of people trying to creep. You know, you got the Christina Hammer. She wants to get the belts back. And you have a lot of women that's out there. And it's like, whatever. Like, I'm not 21 years old. I'm not old, but I'm in the prime. And I mean, after what I've been through in my career so far, what can you do to me? Nothing.
You think a Hammer fight is makeable? Because it seems like she just been like modeling on IG since the fight.
Listen, Christina Hammer's still securing her bags. Like, I will tell you, she definitely got the outside formula together, and I think that
Definitely.
women boxing, we have to find different ways to get income, and we have to stay popping. Like, she's not fighting anybody for real. She's not making noise in boxing, so she has to stay relevant. And what matters is the fan base. And if people see her looking great, doing these things, when she does announce a fight, it's going to still resonate in boxing. I'm just saying names because everybody wants a name off of me. So give me
Definitely. So
Definitely.
what is the biggest name for you? Like if Golden Boy came to you and said, "We want to give you whatever you think is your super fight," who is that?
I mean, it's no. I'm the biggest name, and the only person that could be bigger than me is a Clarissa, because whoever else steps in the ring with me, they're trying to prove a point and get a name off of me. It is what it is. But from the lowest to the top, I look at everybody as a name because I don't sleep on anybody.
Definitely. And you know, and I love too, like you said, the you know, working on the outside to create something bigger for the inside. I think that's what you're doing as well. I wouldn't say you're doing it the way that Christina is, but I think that ultimately, like, you're creating this brand. You know what I mean? And that's what I think boxing needs altogether. You know what I mean? Like, everybody.
It's authentic. I have
Absolutely.
a song. So around the time, like in the net, what is that? The third quarter, because we're heading into the third quarter of 2020. I have a lot of things coming out. I have a song that I'm going to release, and I think, you know, all my fans are going to love it.
What's the title? Can you give us a title?
R&B?
Bad Thoughts.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Bad Thoughts.
Bad Thoughts.
R&B?
Well, I like that.
Huh?
R&B?
Yeah, but my music, I'm like a pop trap.
Pop.
Some of my yo boys, you know, my yo boys, they said I do like pop trap, and
that's what's up.
I like that.
I like that too.
Pop
I'm
trap.
an R&B thug, but I just do whatever I feel. I don't like to be in a box, and you know, we only get one life to live, so I'm definitely just.
I'm saying,
like,
can we get like a half a bar a cappella?
Oh God, let me think about. Hold on.
Or a little bit of the chorus.
Lastimas mi corazón. That's how you do.
Oh, Spanish! Oh, she went Spanish on us.
I need that track right now.
Yo, I like that.
Bilingual.
Where's the link
That's
at?
right. Yo, you mixed it up in there. That's what's up.
And you know, we look at your IG and we see you styling, you know, and I'm curious, do you actually partake in the actual like creative process of the pieces that you wear?
Absolutely.
Are you like hands-on, or do you have someone that you work with?
Well, like, so I have a fairy glam mother. When I shot the cover of the Baltimore Style magazine, my fairy glam mother, Catwalk, boutique owned by Tony, you know, she just picks her stuff because she's been in the industry for 20 years. And so she has like that OG and she has that new school. So her ideas are fresh. But yeah, if I don't like it, I won't wear it. And when I wear my custom pieces, it is what it is. Like, I only trust a couple people and I'm trying to expand my base. But I think it's time to just, like, you know, just come out my shell.
Definitely.
John.
I think so.
Well, let's go to these questions from the people before we let you go. Let me refresh this.
I got them up, Champy, if you want me to start them up.
Jump in.
All right. First one's coming in from Connecticut, Mr. Big Mac.
Okay.
And he says, "What's up, champ? Greetings from Connecticut. Your last fight made me an instant fan. The grit, the war, and the hair. Loved it all. Glad you got your belt back. You deserve the W."
Thank you. I you know what? The encouraging messages from everybody. My husband's like, "You should have been did that." I'm like, "Well, you know what? You deal with it. Don't worry about what I'm doing." But thank you.
So that was just a shout out to you, champ. And next one's coming in from the Ruin, the 504. And I believe the 504 is New Orleans, right, Ness? Should be.
Yes,
but,
yes.
Ruin the 504 says, "What input did Golden Boy provide while you were trying to get reinstated as WBC champ?"
Well, I had a couple conversations with like Eric Gomez, who he's adorable. He's a, you know, I could always talk to him, which is a good thing. And you know, my lawyer spoke with their lawyer and they sent a letter. But I just have to shout out my lawyer squad and the people around me because they really went hard. And I had I had insight from people who were experienced in PEDs, and they gave me a lot of insight. So just shout out to them too.
Wow, dope. Next was coming in from TJ, I believe. Says, Champ, super glad they rightfully gave you your belts back because I wrote the WBC about Jimenez. My question is, in your next post-fight interview, can you sing a little something, please? Me and the wifey love your projects you be working on.
Oh God, thank you. I feel so bad because I don't, right off the top, I can't get nervous.
You know what it is too?
No,
I know that right after a fight too, like you got the blood pumping and how do you control yourself? I seen Tyson Fury bust the R&B move.
And I have to step. Listen. I have to step my game up because that was a big move for me too. Even though I had a huge fight, I had a lot of creative power. Like Dazn and Golden Boy gave me an opportunity to come up with something very special for the fans in San Antonio and the fans around the world. So I did post on my page my last walk-in. I designed all the outfits for my dancers and drummers. So, Tyson Fury busted notes. Huh?
Yeah, I peeped that. I like that. The drummers and everything. That was good.
And Tyson Fury, he's just like singing. And I just, I got to step my game up because I'm a real singer. So you just stay tuned.
Stay tuned. You heard it, TJ. The next one's coming in from Dallas Fort Worth. This is George from Dallas Fort Worth. He says, salute, champ. Shadasia Green has sparred with Sean Porter in the past. What former or current male champions have you sparred with?
Do I have to? How long you got time? So I played around. Me and Daniel Jacobs, just playing. But I sparred with Lamont Peterson, Gary Russell. It's a whole
everybody
lot.
from the 05 crew, huh?
Jamel Herring. So many. Errol Spence. Who else?
Yeah.
What?
Damn, you got in there with Earl? Okay.
Yeah. He dropped me with a body shot. He's super famous now. I don't know if he'll remember, but the whole Team USA squad remember. It was cool though. We kept it cute.
Damn, he dropped you with a body shot. So wow, he didn't even hold back. That's crazy.
No. We were boxing. We were just, we were working. And I relaxed, and he's strong as hell.
Oh.
And I relaxed, and I fell on it. He just shot it, and I was like, "Oh, okay." Because you're in Colorado, you can't breathe anyway. So when he hit me, I'm just like, "Wow, let me just think about
this." That's what's up. That's a crazy story. Damn. So yeah, the champ's been in there with a whole bunch of them. Just so y'all know. The next one's coming in from Mr. Ardor. He says, you combine a great personality with a savvy business mind. What will you do to grow the women's brand within boxing?
I do what I can. I had opportunity last year when Canelo fought in Vegas. I was one of the commentators, so I was on air that whole week. So, I'm going to reach out for more opportunities in that arena just to show that women, we have a beautiful squad of women now that's doing like Christina, Cynthia, it's a lot of women doing their thing. And so, if I could join in those ranks and, be taken seriously, that would be a great opportunity as well. As far as the boxing side, I work with my husband and helping him in his career as well. So I just want to be well-rounded. And I think being who I am, representing women's boxing will show that, hey, women, we can do it all.
Absolutely. This next one's coming in from Greatness. It says, salute, champ. Thank you for joining us again. Much appreciated. I'll start by saying, now that you're returning, I have more boxing bars to represent you. The champ.
Oh, that's the one.
That's Greatness.
One of you guys?
Yeah. We have a show now on Saturday mornings called The Boxing Bars, and callers, TBV supporters alike, anybody that wants to tune in and participate, you can go in. We have battles, 1-minute battles, and you say your piece, I say my piece. We got rankings, and the cool thing about this, Franchón, is that we've done it where you have to rap within the sport of boxing. What do I mean by that? That your bars, your verses have to include boxing references. It's not like your regular battle rap.
I got one.
Let's go,
So,
champ.
yeah,
Let's hear it.
I'm representing the DMV. That's kind of like the South, but I still put my thing down like when Gary hit Terrence in the mouth.
Oh! The butt hate is going.
Break Gary's neck. So.
Chill.
Yeah.
Chill. You be our judge on boxing
man,
bars.
that was great.
I got you.
Hey Ness, she said she might be able to come and visit us on boxing bars, and we
Yeah.
do need.
I'll tell you what's been a little off topic. Last but not least, my thing. I've been obsessed with DIYs. Like I think I need to start a channel.
Yes.
Because since I'm moving. And I'm just like, you got to be resourceful. I like things with character. So I've been like DIYing everything. I think I'm inviting you. You guys can come over for tea and just like.
What's the first thing you DIY'd?
So I reupholstered my couch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Fabric?
It's cool.
Fabric or leather?
Fabric.
Okay.
So for my first attempt, you go to my IG stories. Glenn had broke a mirror, like cracked a mirror, and I didn't want to throw it away. So I took the mirror and I put it on my table. I got a real nice wood like bar table. So I revamped it. It's on my stories, but I'm about to go in. Like I need to do construction. Like I love that shit.
Wait.
I like stuff like that too.
Wait,
man.
so
I
you
like
reconstructed the mirror?
Stuff.
Wait, you reconstructed the mirror to make it like a shadow box for pictures, like a frame box?
I have a table. I revamped
my
wooden
see it.
table.
I see it on the next one. Okay.
So yeah, and also because
what you use as filler for in between the cracks?
Resin.
That looks good. Actually,
this is my
you gotta
time.
tune in. You gotta tune in now.
Yeah. So
to
and
the
then
new
Glenn
segment.
and I want to get into real estate, so I can't wait. Like when I get in a position, I'm gonna like revamp, flip houses, and like fix them up and stuff.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Man. Robert Brandt and his wife Tiffany Brandt do something similar to that. You know, they bought a few houses in Texas and have been DIYing them and turning them into rental incomes. We got only two more, I believe.
Well, greatness was, that was his first statement. He had a question. I don't know if that goes along with everything, but he says, my question is, now that your belts are back in there, is there any pressure getting back in the ring considering everything leading up to this fight? Salute to you and your upcoming opponent. Health is first. In closing, snatch her soul like Franchón Crews-Dezurn. I'm rooting for you, champ.
Yes. Like you already know what time I'm on. I mean, 2020 has been I think snatched everybody's wig. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to take anything for granted. Trust me. I still have a statement to make. I still want to be undisputed. So anybody in my way, they just gotta, be dealt with.
Is the girl to undispute Shadasia?
Yeah.
Okay. She did beat
I don't
Napoleon.
know how easy that would be to make right now due to the
Pandemic?
world and the epidemic and stuff, but I'm pretty sure that would be another fight to make happen. Alicia Napoleon can get in the ring. I mean, damn, like she gonna need somebody. Maybe Shadasia can fight her.
See? You mean? I thought you was offering Napoleon a shot.
That.
No, I will fight her. She's a world level fighter.
She's not. You don't consider a former world champ? Wasn't that a WBA super or not?
Yeah, what I'm saying, she's a world class fighter, like as a former world champion. Yeah. She doesn't have any belts, but she still had that status for a while.
That clout, yeah. Next one's coming in from Carlitos from the UK. And he says, hey, Franchón.
You're his favorite fighter, by the way.
Yeah. Hey, Franchón. Firstly, can I say you look immaculate this morning? Have you ever thought of leaving Golden Boy and signing for Matchroom?
Yo, these UK dudes are terrible.
He's from the UK.
Do you know that oh my God, they always want, come over here, come fight. They have the best fashion over there too. And I would definitely go fight there. I'm just a leaf in the wind. I'm doing my thing. But you know, when the time is right, I just want to make the right decisions. But I'm cool where I'm at right now.
Franchón, let me slide this in. Do you think if you went to Golden Boy and said, offer Savannah Marshall the shot, that's a big fight? I'm looking at it from stealing that win from Clarissa, right? Like, she's the only girl to beat Clarissa in the amateurs. If you somehow get that first pro win, you know, then we got to see the two of y'all someday, or you've achieved, you know, you beat the guy, the girl, excuse me, that beat her.
I think the Clarissa fight, I've talked with her manager. That's something that is definitely doable, like in the future.
Did I say Clarissa? I meant to say Savannah Marshall from the UK because she beat Clarissa. So
I thought, you were saying still in the Thunder, but Savannah, that's a fight I could do. She's in my weight class and she has a pedigree. She's about to fight for a world title. That's something that can definitely be done. I think it would make a good amount of money as well too, because you have the UK fans, because she did have a win over Clarissa. Like, I think that will make a lot of money and a good interlude or a good transition into a fight with Clarissa, maybe.
Two more on that. So, do you think it would be enticing for their team? Because obviously they haven't faced anyone on your level yet, and they're moving up to 75 for, I think, an IBO title. I'm not sure. Maybe not. Maybe a real title. But they're moving to 75. But do you think that it would be enticing them not only because of the belts, but also it would be a common opponent with Clarissa, which is eventually what, in their minds, they want to build to, right?
I feel like they're moving Savannah in a way to build her legacy, to build her status. So the proper and easy way for her would be to go fight for this, I think, WBA title, and become a world champion. Then they could come on this side or come to me and say, hey, Franchón, let's make this fight happen. A lot of people like the low risk, high reward, the high, well, I can't even think. I'm slow. I need
low risk, high reward. Do you think
I think people want the low risk and yeah, they want all of that. They don't want to take risks, but they want the fruits of the labor.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Low risk, high reward. Low risk,
that's
high
what
reward.
they want. Yeah.
So do you
want that?
Do you think it is a bad thing though? Because she's moving up. Again, she was 68 for a while. Now she's going to 75. So eventually she'll have to come, because there's no names up there. So she'll have to come back down eventually for the big fights to fight you or Clarissa or even Hammer. Does that affect her moving up and down, or you think she can handle that?
No, that's just weighing in, making a limit. She go eat a sandwich before she steps on the scale. She'll be considered light heavyweight. In amateurs, I fought at light heavyweight. I have 2 world medals at light heavyweight. So if I wanted to go to light heavyweight, I'll be a solid light heavyweight. But Savannah's like 6 foot tall. She can definitely carry the weight. She's a solid puncher. So I don't think it's too much for her.
Have you sparred or faced her like in the Olympics?
I fought her before.
Oh wow! What happened?
This was the introduction to. We did a test event in London before the London Games, and they had me down by 2 points. But I was going into the round winning. I mean, I don't want to scream politics because I was winning the fight. But we fought before, and she has a lot of respect for me, and I have respect for her. But I'm very well respected. Put it that way.
Definitely. Guys, what else is left?
Yeah, no, I was just going to finish off that part from Carlitos. He said, I think you and Eddie would get on well, and I want to see you fight in the UK, champ. Much love. Punch love emoji.
Cool. I like Eddie. He's a hot mess. Like, when he came to the DMV, he's a hot mess. I like him, though.
Well, the next was coming from King Amin of Essex, and we're not talking about the UK. We're talking about Newark, New Jersey. Brick City Stand Up. Says, peace, champ. Without giving away any of your signature drip, what's your favorite designer or brand that we should be up on?
6020, which is a female brand. I've worn a couple pieces at weigh-ins. I thrift. I just like whatever's hot is hot. But 6020, Ford and Rowe is very nice. They've just Cardi B. They've done a lot of high-end fashion magazines. But if they go to Catwalk Boutique, they have a whole lot of everything. And these aren't like, huge name like a Mark Jacobs or something. These are people that you can touch, feel, and speak to that's doing those type
Connect
of
with
like,
them.
Yeah, that like I said, address Cardi B, address Wendy Williams, address these personalities, and you can still have access to them.
That's what's up. All right, King Amin, there you go. Next one's coming from Steve. Says, thank you for coming on the show. Can you be open and honest with us and tell us how you feel about Golden Boy?
What am I not being open and honest about?
I think it's that people want you to be more upset. Like they want you to be.
That's exactly what it is.
They want you to be upset that Golden Boy wasn't in front of the WBC headquarters with pitchforks and shovels.
They're mad for you, champ.
Yeah, they're mad for you.
And I think that that's true to a certain extent. I do think that they could have done more. I think they could have been more open. I think they could have been more critical. That said, I mean, you know, people want a little more than I think, you know.
It's like this. It's like this. For people who know, they know boxing is a business. It's not the best business. It's a little shady. But my mother always told me nobody's going to go harder for you than you're going to go for yourself. So if I would sit around and wait for somebody to save me, I'll still be locked in the fucking tower.
That's
and
real stuff.
I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just grateful for people who do advocate for me, like you guys and the fans and, you know, people who I've had conversations with on the phone and, you know, did their part. And I just know that nobody's going to go harder for me than I'll go for myself.
Let's go, champ.
Was that the last one?
Let's go, champ.
Yo,
last
I still
one.
Can't get over the flow.
I know. We need that. We need that surprise visit.
I gotta clip that part. We gotta clip that part.
For real.
You know what? You need to spit that again before you go, because we kind of talked over into that with that.
I know.
I didn't know it was more than one bar. So that first punchline, like Bud got punched in the mouth, and then you had another
16.
line.
Where were you?
I know.
Okay. Hold on, I remember it. Hold on. I said I live in a DMV that's kind of considered the South. When I drop them hands, it's like Gary punching Terrence in the mouth. But trust and believe I'm going to get my respect. Just like Terrence said to Gary, I'll break your neck.
Ooh, that's about to be the Boxing Bars intro. That's the Boxing Bars intro from now on. It's over.
It's over. Yo, the last one's coming in from one of our most knowledgeable Patreons. We have so many. Stonebone Boxing says, "Peace, Queen. I had the pleasure of meeting you in Colorado Springs, and right by your side was your husband. How long have you guys been together? And I just want to say thank you two for being a great example of Black love."
Thank you. We've been together 8 going on 9 years. So we just figuring it out. But he was my friend for a while, a long time before that. So we just figuring it out. We don't know. It's not easy, but we just make it happen. That's my baby.
Those are the best relationships that start as friends first, at least in my experience.
He's a strong part of, why I'm where I am. And, he's been through a lot, and I'm just excited that we both get to do something we love.
Well, that was the last Patreon question, Franchón. We want to thank you so much for just, wow, amazing interview. Like always, but every time you're just great. You're great. We love having you.
I think this might be the best one. The bars, everything.
Look,
I think this is
Shut him up, line him up. I'm gonna knock them down. Like I will go
like bowling pins.
She said she's going ball for ball with whoever. I love it.
You're gonna have to bring that.
I gotta get back to packing, but thank you guys so much. And
thank you.
Keep doing what y'all do.
Definitely give out your social media for anybody crazy enough not to be following, and let them start today.
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at the HHDiva, THEHHDIVA, and Franchón Crews-Dezurn on Facebook.
All right, thank you so much. Awesome. Can you pronounce your first name again? You said that almost like Creole or French there, right?
It's Franchón, but everybody.
See, now I'm gonna start saying it like that. You did it now. Franchón.
It
sounds so elegant.
I used to be called Francesca. all my Hispanic friends, they call me Francesca. Like when I go to South America, they call me Francesca. I'm like, cool, that's cool. I'll take it. Like whatever.
Francesca.
That's what's up.
Alrighty, guys.
All
Well,
right,
thank you
take
so
it
much.
easy.
We'll see you.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Untitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.